Today, me and my duo decided that we were going to play the FNCS Cup, and here's how it went. At this point, me and my duo had probably already played 5 matches, which I forgot to film, but I got 2 kills off spawn here, and we were fighting this other team that pushed us. They start shooting our walls, so I build and try to get a snipe off. None of them peek, so I wasn't able to get a shot, but this guy pushes us, and I try to snipe him, but I miss. He phases into my box, and I almost ended up dying. I tried to get my finish off, but I wasn't able to. Next thing I know, his teammate pushes me in the box, and I end up going down, and then my teammate sold, dying to him. Since I got my finish, we ended up getting 6 points. Next round comes, and we land Ruin Reels, and I get 1 elimination, which I forgot to film, but then my teammate goes down, and I have to run since I get very low. I assume the person leaves, so I go back for his reboot card. His reboot card luckily falls down from the fight that he was in and comes down in the water, which I'm easily able to get. I grab his reboot card and head over to my mark so I can reboot him. I come over to the reboot van, box up, and then start to reboot him. After I reboot him, we loot up the house and go try to find more kills. Placement points also started to come in, and I find this vault which nobody had looted it yet, so I get some better weapons. I finish looting up the place, and my teammate says he spots some people that are trying to team. We act like we're teaming, but then we go up to him and get an easy free kill. My teammate ends up finding his teammate and goes down to him, which I try to get there before he can get finished, but he ends up getting finished. I push into his box and start spraying his wall, but then I realize there's no floor, so I mantle up and get an easy elim. I then collect my teammate's reboot and start rebooting him. We didn't find anyone for a while, but we found this solo, and we put on a very long chase, chasing him for around a minute. I push behind him, and I start spraying his wall, which I missed all my shotgun shots, but I luckily land 1 shot, not letting my teammate get the elim. We're doing pretty well with 38 points. Me and my teammate aren't able to get into circle quick enough, so we end up dying with 38 points. We go back to lobby, and we realize that we have 148 points with 2 matches left. We both realize that we have to lock in if we're wanting to get really good points this next 2 matches. We decided we're going to land Ruin Reels like we have every other match. I realized that we were contested by 2 people, and one was right behind me and had a really bad drop, so I land on this shotgun and end up going after him. Since he has a really bad drop, I'm able to get a really easy free elim. His teammate has an AR and starts shooting me, so I hide behind this wall. I mark him so my teammate knows where he is. I run out behind my wall and get my finish and some flowberries. He ends up landing a couple shots, so I take my flowberry and go behind him. My teammate tells him that he hit him for 20, and I end up hitting him for 60, but he takes some flowberries, and then I get an easy elim right here. Another team starts shooting at me, so I build some walls and go in here to get the slurp barrels. After I get the slurp barrels, I hear a chest, so I break the floor and see if I can get any heals. There were no heals, so I was stuck at 80 HP, and I tried hitting him, but I only hit him for 32, so I tried running. He also hit me for a lot, so I'm now at 32 HP. I get out and try to grapple blade away, but he has an AR and gets me down. I'm counting on my teammate to kill them, but he gets pushed from behind and in front, so we end up getting 40th place with only 4 points. That game wasn't good at all, so we come back to the lobby and we have 152 points. I get a kill off spawn, which I forgot to film because I'm really dumb, but I end up firing some mats and my teammate drops me this shotgun because I did not have one. I get max brick and my teammate tells me that he found someone, so I go up and help him. My teammate finds the guy's teammate that I had killed, and then we found another person running, so I end up shooting at him and beaming him. I start chasing him and I land a shot, cracking his shield. I go and grapple behind him and hit him for 26 white, and then I sell, missing my shot, and my teammate ends up stealing the kill from me. So you know what I gotta do. I have to take all his loot, but he has a sniper and I let my teammate get that. We go back into Ruin to try to loot up even more. We found this solo kid, so I start chasing him because I missed all my shots. I grapple onto his back and he builds, so I go behind him and get an easy elim. Me and my teammate are doing really well for the start of the game, already having 8 kills. We go back into Ruin and my teammate tells me that he hears some people gliding, so I come and help him. I mark one of the kids from my teammate, and then his teammate pushes me, so I just spam him, getting an elim. I fall down on his body, getting my finish. I grab his blue striker, and then my teammate tells me that he needs help, so I go and help him. I mantle on top, but I'm not able to hit a shot, so I spam, but then I still miss. I asked my teammate how much he hit him, and he said that he didn't hit him at all. I tell him to come down and help me break the builds, but he doesn't listen, and he ends up getting knocked trying to fight him. My teammate tells me that he's really good, so I start to run, and then I'll come back for his reboot card. After waiting for a little bit, he leaves, so I go back for his reboot card, and I'm lagging really bad. The random lag ends, so I'm able to get his reboot card. Once I grab his reboot card, I come back to this house to reboot him once again. After I reboot my teammate, we come to this house once again and loot up, but we get pushed by 2 teams. The 2 teams start fighting, so we camp in this house and try to wait it out. I go over to my teammate and tell him that we're just going to break out and leave. I end up getting shot behind, so I hold this wall while he breaks the wall behind us. He doesn't have any movement, so we have to be very careful while leaving. We somehow escape, and we go to this cache to get a quick refresh. My teammate goes up to another house and tries to loot up there before coming over to me. I go out and farm some mats while he loots up. At this point, there are 2 medallion kids on us, so me and my teammate are pretty scared. My teammate finds another cache, so I go over there and try to loot up. I edit this floor and cone so my teammate can get in, but one of the medallion teams starts pushing us. At this point, me and my teammate are both very low and think we're gonna die, but while this guy's trying to pickaxe my wall, I end up editing it and get a kill. His teammate comes behind me and shoots me, and I get very low, but my teammate comes and saves the day. They had really good loot, so we loot up, and then we try to go to the cache to get some HP. I start heading to the cache, then I break this floor, but I end up getting sniped and I get really mad. My teammate also goes down, so we're both pretty mad, but we end the game with 32 points and 7 kills. We were now done with the tournament, and we finished with 184 points. Here were our stats through the whole tournament, and here were the prizes. If you didn't make top 1000, here's the spray that you would get. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to follow my TikTok and Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube account for my journey to 1,000 subscribers.